In 1994, the year that I started art school in London, I wrote a letter to an organisation called the Pagan Federation, asking if they knew of any covens near me. Thenceforth, every week I would head to the South London suburb of Croydon to meet with a group of witches led by a woman named Dawn Dubois. Maureen, as she was really called, was probably in her early 60s and had a day job working as a Jungian therapist. The rest pursued very normal professions, in the civil service or computer programming. But at weekends they took me to ancient stone circles, taught me meditation, healing spells and rituals. To become a full member, I was required to spend a year and a day in training. But after that time I decided not to stay and drifted away from witchcraft into the art scene. Maureen's home was full of statues of goddesses, earth mothers such as the rotund naked figure of the Venus of Willendorf, the Roman Diana or Isis of ancient Egypt. On the bookshelves there would have been a copy of the Women's Health Manual, Our Bodies Ourselves, nestling in between the Book of Shadows and the Empowerment Manual by Starhawk. In the 1990s, mainstream Britain was in the middle of a backlash against feminism. In contrast, the goddess-worshipping women that I knew got naked for their own pleasure at the full moon and explained that all ages, body shapes and sizes are beautiful. According to Maureen and her coven, the British Isles were originally a goddess-worshipping matriarchy who went underground to survive the arrival of patriarchal Christianity when their practices were demonised as witchcraft. Through generations, their knowledge was passed on in secret, re-emerging publicly in the 1950s with the repeal of the antiquated laws that had made witchcraft illegal. The idea of being part of this romantic hidden path was exciting, and unlike my Christian school, where every morning we were obliged to say prayers to Our Father who art in heaven, here females were the protagonists of their own spiritual journey. At Bristol Cathedral on Sunday 9th of May 1993, some women of my acquaintance staged an action, loudly interrupting the bishop as he held a service, to demand an end to patriarchy and an apology for the witch burnings of the past. Despite what I believed then, Wicca, as the witchcraft tradition that I was involved with is known, is a modern invention. With urbanisation, industrialisation and 2 world wars came a desire for re-enchantment, getting back to nature and more feminine values. Although today gender essentialism can make me uncomfortable, in one way or another, I am still trying to understand why witchcraft was so compelling to me as a teenager that instead of attending exhibition openings in fashionable central London with art students my own age, I would spend evenings in the company of witches.